Hello and welcome to this match review of Southampton Crystal Palace. Now, obviously, Palace won pretty comfortably in the end, 2-0. And, well, this was sort of the game where I thought if anything was going to happen, if there was a comeback possible, if we were going to be able to stay in the league, we'd have to win this game. And as expected, we didn't. Attack-wise, we just have no ability in front of goal. I think we really had about 2 or 3 chances that only came in the first half. Aribo skied it, Walcott skied it, and Suleiman I think was blocked, but it was a half-assed shot regardless. So from the 3 chances we created in the first half, we just absolutely whiffed them. And it's frustrating because Palace literally didn't even bother in the first half. They were just like, we're just going to play solid and defensive. And that gave us the opportunities to score, get a lead. And in the second half, it was like we were just a different team. Palace decided to come out of their shell, and they showed how much better they are than us, didn't they? Literally, they didn't even score chances. Like, obviously, the first goal was a tap, and the second goal, it's just pure player quality. It's really that simple. Do you see any of our players doing that? No. And that's the difference. That's why we're fucking 23 points, man. But yeah, so obviously with the table now, it's the same difference, right? We're 4 points in. But the problem is there's 7 games left, and I just honestly don't see us getting absolutely anything. We've got Arsenal bloody next week, away from home, and obviously Arsenal have dropped points twice in a row, but we're not going to beat Arsenal. Even a draw probably won't be enough. We're not going to beat Arsenal, so we're relegated. I don't actually see us, even though it's 4 points, getting anywhere near safe. We're absolutely dross, and well, you know, when we don't start a striker, when we don't score, it really sums up. Like imagine, you know, we had, 60% possession in the first half? Big pull in the box, put balls in the box, that might work. But no, let's play a false 9. And just, there's not much to talk about in that regard. But yeah, so we're basically relegated. I'd say 99.9% of the fan base has basically gone, we're fucked. And I'm a part of that. Normally, I hold out for quite a while because in previous seasons, we have had bad starts or bad periods where we slip down the table and then we're in the relegation battle. But normally, we just had a run of 4 or 5 games where we get maybe 3 wins and then we'll be chilling, right? But this season, we just haven't had that bounce. We've never had a period where we've gone, we are playing well, we're getting points. The only points we've really got against top 6 teams. Fantastic. So when it came up to the lineup, I mean, a lot of the time it's sort of bad. Obviously, Elanusi didn't play, Armstrong wasn't involved, so it was positive in that regard. But it's just that sole fact that we can't score goals and we're not playing a striker. Suleimana's not going to score. Walcott's not going to score. Alcaraz can score, but he's not going to score like a striker would. And I understand Mara not playing. I understand Adams not playing. Why not Big Paul? I don't actually understand. We bought the fucker. Chuck him on. Like just chuck him on. There's no point chucking him on when the game's dead. Bring him on, start him, and just try and do something with it. He's a big 6'7" fucker, mate. Put it in the mixer. At least try. At least try to stay up. Because God, we're not going to do anything without a striker. If we had attacking wingers like a Salah and a Mane who could score, of course he's play a false 9, but we don't. None of our wingers could score to save their lives. But no, let's play them anyway and play no striker. Oh, it's just stupid. But yeah, so it's basically relegation for us. That's really the only outcome from this game. Palace were better than us as expected, and their quality was as expected, and our quality was a shit as expected. So there's not really much to bloody complain about. We're just a shit team and we deserve to go down. Whether we come back up next year, I'm pretty doubtful we will, because the Championship's not an easy league to come back from, and we'd literally probably get rid of 80% of players, which are, positive in some regard, but then also would lose most of our good players as well. So it would all depend on the recruitment and who comes in as manager, because Sellers can't be manager next year because, he's making the same sort of simple errors of playing players that just aren't going to provide anything for the team. And then playing players, like a winger and a cam up front at strikers is probably an issue. So Our season's basically done unless some absolute miracle happens. God's gifted us with bloody 5 Messis and bloody 5 peak Sergio Ramoses. I don't think we're getting safety. So with that said, it's quite a disappointing weekend again, but it's sort of not surprising. We've been shit for a while, and you just can't really expect anything from this team. And Sellers comes out saying, we need the fans. What we need is just half-assed performances, because then we may get a point. We're just below par in every asset, and yeah, it's there's not much really to talk about anymore, because it's just the same story every time. Team selection's not 100% right. We don't take our chances, defend like idiots. It's just the same shit every week. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about, as it's just the same as last week and the same as the week before. There's nothing really changing about the club. So yeah, that's sort of it for the video. There's not much to talk about, except that we suck, and we continue to suck for basically the whole season. So yeah, I'll see you for the preview of the Arsenal game on Thursday, and then obviously for the Arsenal game on Friday night. And hopefully, by some God's given miracle, we may get something there. But let's be honest, probably not. It's probably going to be 5-0. But yeah, so like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.